Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your May 2023 astrology forecast. This video is for Sun, Moon and Rising Aquarius. If you'd like to book a reading, there is a link down below as well as a link for appreciation of these videos. This is a time to understand that we are in where miscommunication, misunderstandings, forgetfulness, feeling sleepy, feeling tired, drained is relevant because we're still in the Mercury retrograde halfway through the month, as well as we're in eclipse season, which is very chaotic. It brings upheaval and changes into our life that takes us into the next 6 months. So this is a very powerful time, and it is a time that can be very draining and exhausting to one's energy and needing some space and time. So take it slow, okay? On the 1st, we do have Pluto going retrograde in your sign. Pluto is in Aquarius. Pluto is retrograde in your first house. This is a house of self. Pluto is about death, rebirth, and transformation. You are going through a personal death within yourself. Pluto is shows us what's hidden, it's transformative, it's powerful. And you are going through a phase where you are gaining your own inner power, but through doing so, you need to see through the deceptions, the manipulations, the nonsense, everything that is just not in alignment to who you are, and your authentic self is coming through. So you are cutting the bull with everyone and everything, and you're putting yourself in a place of empowerment, and this is going to catapult you whether you want to or not. Pluto likes to create these changes that can feel heavy and transformative to your life. It's transforming you on every level: physical, emotional, spiritual, home life, every single way. Now on the 7th, before we get to the 7th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse happening in your 10th house with the South Node. The South Node is what we are comfortable with, what we are attached to. Lies and deceptions with this full moon can come to light. It's a lunar eclipse. It's very powerful. It's draining. It's emotional. It brings out the heaviness within us. And this is happening in your 10th house. Career, goals, and reputation. This is where you can hear where people are talking about you as a person and your reputation comes to light. If there's anything you're working on prior, you can get it complete during this time. But this full moon is shedding light on what people really think about you. It's shedding the light also about your goals. Who is standing in the way of those goals? Is it you and your lack of belief in self, or is it other people? This is where you're going to see that. And also your career. If you're working, this is also creating a lot of releasing that needs to happen with your career. What are you attached to? What power struggles? What manipulations? To your personal goals, career, your reputation. So it's all about you, Aquarius. Notice the energy. It's talking a lot about you and self. Now, on the 7th, the Venus will be moving into your 6th house. This is about taking care of your health, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Venus is very good though. Venus allows us to gently do so, gives us pleasure, gives us wanting the sweet stuff in life. So make sure you don't overindulge, but Venus loves pleasure. So you might feel more lazy when it comes to getting up and doing things. Venus likes to laze. This is the energy of it. It does bring pleasure to your day-to-day tasks, where if you need to do something, you can actually do it. On the 14th, finally and officially, Mercury goes direct, and Mercury was causing a lot of miscommunication and misunderstandings with your family and your domestic and your home life. So your domestic living situation, your home and family matters. It was creating a lot of miscommunication, misunderstandings, delays if you need to move, anything like that, right? If you need to sign a contract during this time, it could have been a lot of things misunderstood. And also family, getting the truth about family, during this time. So this Mercury retrograde, now this direct, you can finally communicate, state those boundaries that you need to have with family. You have clarity on your home life and what changes you want to make going forward. Mercury retrograde has us review our plans and where we are and what we want to change. This Mercury retrograde could have been very emotional for you. You might have spent a lot of time at home. Now that Mercury is direct, you're now thinking about what you want to improve upon when it comes to your family and home life, and what boundaries you want to keep and what you need to express. On the 16th, Jupiter will be entering into your 4th house. This offers you a lot of opportunity and expansion when it comes to your family and a home life. There's a lot of opportunity there. But when Jupiter will be in your 4th house for a full year. So there's lots of luck for family, for home, for people coming into your family and so forth like that. And just really finding ways to make your home better for you. All right, and a lot of people can want to come in and out of your home at this time. So this can be quite exhausting. So be aware of that over this year, right? Now with Jupiter there, it will be squaring your first house. Pluto is in Aquarius. So Jupiter, people are coming around, expansion, growth, a lot of family members, family gatherings, things happening with family events of the whole year. But in the early stages with Jupiter and Taurus, it's going to be squaring Pluto in Aquarius retrograde, your first house. Where do you want to transform your life? This is a time to be bold, step up, create those boundaries. Don't allow more people into your life that you don't feel comfortable with. This is about empowerment. It's about independence. It's your first house. It's about you. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. How much you can give, how much energy you have, and how much space you have for everyone else. And this is Jupiter in the fourth house. Lots of things happening within the family. People coming in, expansion family. A lot of changes within the family that offer you opportunities and growth. But it's squaring your first house, the early part of Jupiter in Taurus, with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, telling you, hey, step into your power. What is not acceptable for you? This is about the boundaries and you making the shifts that you want to make within your life. It's time to be bold. It's time to be even a little bit rebellious, Aquarius. All right? It's not about offending other people. This is about you living your best life. Now, Aquarius, the new moon will be offering you a new and fresh start for your home. This is great to declutter your home. If you're thinking about moving home, any changes you want to make to your home, now is the time with this new moon there. It's offering you these opportunities. You went through the Mercury retrograde and you saw what plans need to be revised. Now you have the opportunity with this new moon to make changes to your home, your family, your domestic matters, right? You could be also feeling quite like you want to spend time at home and quite exhausted. Give yourself some time at home during the new moon. On the 20th, Mars enters into Leo. This is important, Aquarius, okay? Mars is entering into Leo. You are going to have conflict with one-on-one connections to others, professionally, personally. Anyone where you have to communicate one-on-one, friend, family, lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case, married, unmarried. If you got friend of me, this even is frenemies. Mars is creating conflict here, and you might be feeling very empowered and wanting to take action. This is a great time to set healthy boundaries within relationships. Anyone you need to deal with one-on-one, even in business, healthy boundaries. This is telling you that's what you need to do. When Mars enters into Leo, which is your 7th house, it will be opposite your first house, which is Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, telling you, hey, now's the time, Aquarius, to set those boundaries, to step into your power, make the changes you need to make. It's opposite you. You're going to have to change your life. And sometimes relationships you have along with you are not in alignment to you. And if they're creating conflict and they're too dramatic and there's too much heated arguments, now's the time. And this is going to be for a while. So, especially because we're going to have Venus retrograde later in July, in the sign of Leo, which is opposite you. So you are learning a lot about boundaries within relationships, okay? And on the 21st, and this energy of Mars will be until the 25th, right? Opposite your first house, creating this tension, this aggravation, and where you need to step into your power and create those boundaries. On the 21st, the sun will be in your 5th house. This is a time for pleasure and what brings you joy. Invest in your hobbies. It's really good for creativity and creative projects and having a little bit of fun, and you need that for the month. So do that. Allow for that energy. What card comes up for you the month is the Goddess Boss. It's the Oracle card. Independent. Your independence is the foundation of your strength and success. I know, Aquarius, you are a sign of connection, and it's how, connecting to a lot of people. You're an air sign. It does rule connection. And connection is very important to you. But you are sometimes someone that can be alone and spend time alone. So this energy is telling you to step into your empowerment, your independence. It's okay if you don't want to connect to certain people. Be empowered to be you. This is your success. Your success is stepping into your power and creating those boundaries. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed and beautiful May.